everything grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on tooth and nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. For a sail, like every campfire needs a tale. We're on this freight train going down the rail. Together on this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Where everything is up for sale. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. Return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of laughter breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on. I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. A brand new start and a whole new part. They are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe. You know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Smash, so you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe. So take your seat. All right.
Let's ride this train right now. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm Tom Kovichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things, and welcome to the Monday night live stream. I see we got a bunch of active people in here. My goodness. I got to change this back to live. live chat on my thing because it keeps on popping back to top chat. Okay, so I want to say hello to Barry Olson. How you doing? Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. How's that loft going? Vinny BNSF. Charles Greason. How you doing? Dave BNSF. N Scale. Dave's Trains, another Dave. How you doing? Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. Dustin N Scale Railroad. Dwight Curley. Eugene UPCP Rail. That's a mouthful right there. And Heath Humanity Junction. Good show last night. I stayed for the flogging and was disappointed. There wasn't much flogging going on. Joshua Riddensdale. Crazy Joe. How you doing, Joel? Marty M. Chasco. NS5107, a.k.a. Chasco. All right, how you doing, Chuck? PDRR Engineer Art. Rick Bailey, how you doing there? Steeler Fan 820, how you doing? Frank Steve 87th PSAP. Whatever Works Railroad, William Smith, and Why Are You Naked? And Whatever Works Railroad is back over there, and Why Are You Naked popped out of here. And my goodness. All right, so have we got anybody else in that snuck in the back door while I was talking about everybody here? I don't see anybody else here. So if I missed you, just put it up in the chat so I could see it. And Rick Bailey he's on the ball already. He's got a super sticker. Oh my goodness. I really appreciate that, Rick. Here we go. And I forgot to tie up Heath. The gremlins are out already. My goodness. But thank you very much, Rick. I really appreciate that. We got a show tonight. Not everything that I planned because we had a late lunch. Debbie had a virtual appointment today at 3:15, and finally, the doctor was on time. So after that appointment, we went out and had a late lunch. So we got back, and I didn't get enough time to prepare everything for tonight, but we still got a lot of stuff going on. And Humanity, yes, that was your fault. Everything's your fault. We got to blame it on Heath anytime something happens. That was a skipping as a start. Was that old CD? Okay, let me see. Where's my things? Congrats for Debbie. Thank you very much, Art. Okay, here we go. Boom. That was skipping at the start. Was that an old CD? That's for sure. That was an old CD. Okay. Okay. And Art, congrats to Debbie. She finally got what she was waiting for after 4 times with that doctor. 3 times it messed up, and she finally got connected, and he was exactly on time and gave her good news that I've been telling her because her blood work came back good, and she was all worried about it. Okay, Almel said it was my fault. Okay, who said that? Did Sparky say that? Oh, man. Okay, I'm missing something here. Boom. Holy moly. There it is. Oh, my eyes are getting bad tonight. Almost said it was my fault. Humanity Junction, I am going to have the time you out soon. Uh-oh. Look out. Well, it could be mutual because Heath could time you out too. But it's always Heath's fault. Yes, it is. Okay, so what do we got going on today? We got, I got to say thank you, Craig Wixom. Welcome back. Okay, let me put this on. This is a re-thing. For a couple of days he was out, but he's back. All right, Craig, thank you for rejoining. I really appreciate that. I was getting kind of worried about you because I looked on there and it showed that you were gone. I said, "Oh, what happened?" But sometimes the payments don't go out right away, so I don't worry about it. But welcome back. All right, so what's on the agenda? So I got to do my thank yous. That's the first thing I got to do, and I got a mail call here. Right there. Came in a few days ago. Then I have an important announcement. Then I got a member video. And then I got a little YouTube thing. And I'll talk about that later. Okay. And we got the module cam. Don't forget that. And we got a tease in here. And we probably got a rant. Everybody was talking about the United States Postal Service. And this came from the Postal Service. But it came on time. But the last one I did, it went from Vermont to New Hampshire to New York to Milwaukee, then to Florida. But we'll get into that. That's later, Scott. That's later. Okay. But anyway, I want to thank everybody in here for coming, and I especially want to thank everybody who is supporters on Patreon and who are members. So here you go. I don't see Rusty in here yet, but we won't be able to wake up his cat. How you doing, John 2618? Show your support and become a member by smashing that join button. But you know what? There's always more. Thank you very much for everybody that supports this channel. And yes, Brody, those are Culver's stickers right back there. Yes, they are. Those are some of the ones that we saved when we was at Culver's. They used to hang a thing on your window, but now they give you stickers. They used to give you the little plastic things when you sat down, but now they give you the little Post-it notes. Because of the I was going to say flogging, because of the showstopper. Okay, the flogging is the next one. Flogging or Heath's, don't bring them on Tom's channel. I tell you what, they go from channel to channel, and we're going to have the flogging on the second half of this stream tonight. So be prepared for that. Coming up in the second half, we're going to have flogging, and Doritos are coming. Doritos and Culver's. Too bad Culver's doesn't have Doritos there. That would be nice. But we got our Doritos handy right there, just in case. Dustin's N Scale Road. Okay, now I need to leave and go across town. for some curds. There you go. Get some cheese curds. And you didn't notice Curtis up there too. That's Curtis from Culver's, the big cheese curd, the little yellow thing there. Hey, Joe Rader, how you doing? And Wilmer, how you doing? And I seem to remember that John is in here too, and I didn't see him in the list. He must have dropped out for a while. But here, Jerry Satarali, Brody, Vinny's in here too. All right. So we got a bunch of people in here that came in late. So how you doing? Thank you all for stopping by. Let me see if anybody else snuck in here that I didn't see. There's Schuylkill River Valley. I see him now. Okay. All right. Ken Amos Jr., B&O 51. How you doing? Okay. So I think I got everybody now. Let's get on with this. Nathan DeLay, how you doing? Okay. Now, and before I forget, we have, who do we have over here in the gallery? We have Frankie Yankovic and the Yanks over there standing by with the music. Okay. All right, Nathan, how you doing tonight? Glad you showed up. Okay. All right. So we're going to open this thing up before it gets lost. So what do I have? I know what I got. Because I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago that the guy was going to send me a couple of decoders. And here they are. Boom. All right. Decoder Buddy Products. Okay, and there's the little decoder. You can see it right there. He sent me 2 of them. Oh, he sent me 3 of them. Looks like 3 different kinds. 4 different kinds. Okay, let me put the overhead camera on here so we could see this. Okay, decoder. Okay, here's the late test buddy. Okay, right there. We have Decoder Buddy, main board. Okay, track A speaker. Oh, this is a sound decoder. Neat. All right. 1K ohm resistor on board. This is a Decoder Buddy Mini and Decoder Buddy main board. And hello, Tom. Hope these will work for you. Enjoy, Nick. And Nick's Trains, home of Decoder Buddy. And I'll bring up his, let me see if I can find his link up here. Or not his link, but his page. Okay. Right there. And let me put that in the chat. Okay, let me get this right here. And I'll put that in the chat in a second here. Okay. How do you spell N-I-X? N-I-X-T-R-A-I-N-Z. There we go. All right, there's the link for this place right here. Description. Okay, original versus V5 discussion. And you could all take a look at this, but he said he made some decoders for the Atlas engines because they were so hard to do, and he made his own decoders there. Unfortunately, he does not make N-scale decoders. I already asked him about that, and he does not make the N-scale decoders. So, price list 1 for the Buddy original Decoder Buddy version 5 and lighting test board, $16 a piece, and $5 shipping. The more you order, the less they are. And for the Decoder Buddy Mini, $14 a piece. And the more you order, the less they are. And all of them are $5 shipping no matter what. So I'll be testing these out pretty soon. And there's fill in the blank for that right there. So that is nixtrains.com. So the home of Decoder Buddy. I wish I had an echo so I could do Decoder Buddy. Did that work out right? No, that didn't work out right. Okay. Decoder Buddy. Stephen Rowe. Oh, my goodness. Thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, my goodness. I really appreciate that. Let me put this up here. Boom. I could put this up here right there. Thank you very much, Stephen Rowe. Good deal. Here we go. And John 26:18 says that the Decoder Buddies work good. Okay, so that's good to know. All right, so thank you very much, Steve. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have to find a locomotive to put these in and put them in there and do a video on it. So, okay. USPS, okay. That's enough of that stuff right there. Okay, so hello, Grandpa Rails. How you doing? Glad you could stop by. Good to see you. All right. Good show on. Well, I got to see it a little bit late because I slept in on Sunday. What is a Decoder Buddy? That is a decoder right there. That's what he calls them. Decoder Buddy. Okay. Let's focus in on that, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. But that looks pretty cool. Ooh, function pads. Okay, this one looks like this is the kind that you solder on there because it's got that little pad right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me put it right here. Okay, and then this one right here. That one's got a plug, and that one looks like that could be a 21-pin plug on there underneath that block. I think that's what he said. And this is also a 21-pin plug, and that's a pretty cool looking thing. We'll have to see what they do. Okay, so that's just the name brand, Decoder Buddy. Okay, technically, Decoder Buddy is what you hardwire into your locomotive when there has a 21-pin on it, so you can put a 21-pin decoder. Okay, thank you very much, Heath. I'll tell you what, that kid, he knows everything. He's got an answer for everything. Okay, we should all hire him for all these live streams to answer the questions right there. But he's always in there all the time answering the questions. Okay, the Decoder Buddy is just an interface board. Okay, gotcha. All right, so you got to get your own decoders for that. All right, that's just an interface board. Okay. I see. I got some work to do then. Okay. So he did say they're for Atlas locomotives, so you could put a decoder in there easily. So we'll see. I'll have to get an Atlas locomotive. I don't think I got any here. So we'll see what's going on with that. Okay. Why are you naked? He is back. Okay. He must have stepped out for a while. I guess he went out to check the mail and couldn't find it. All right. Yes, Heath is smart. He knows everything. My goodness. Okay, John says, very user-friendly to add a 21-pin decoder, and the removable function pad makes shell removable easy. All right. It sounds like a commercial for the guy. All right. So it's an advanced PC board. That's what it sounds like. Yes. Okay. Okay. Here you go. Here's Heath's answer. I got to get Heath back on here so he could answer all these questions, so we don't have to read them. It's a basic board with traces of being the contacts into the standard 21 pin. He's probably over there on the web page reading all this right now. Yeah, I don't know everything. There you go. Why is chat frozen? I don't know. Try to refresh. Hit the refresh button, or if you're on a computer, hit the F5. Okay. Okay. Let's see what doesn't like SpongeBob. Okay. Who's talking about SpongeBob? Nathan, you talking about SpongeBob? Okay. My chat isn't frozen. Just refresh and you should be fine. All right. So, what do we have next? I don't know. I enjoy the show of SpongeBob. Okay. Crazy Joe says, I know nothing. Okay. Plankton doesn't like SpongeBob. Okay. I got it. My train of thought derailed. Okay. I got it right here. I got my excuse right there on my shirt. So all I got to do is point there instead of grabbing underneath here for the sign. And I still got the sign here. But this sign says, my train of thought has left the station. And this one says, my train of thought derailed and there was no survivors. Yep. Okay. 3D Jeff, how you doing? Okay. Glad you can make it in here. Plankton has my glass eye sitting on it. Lost when I was 13. Daughter nicknamed me Plankton. Okay, there you go. SpongeBob's drives me up the wall, gives me Looney Tunes. Okay, any day. All right. I've only seen maybe one SpongeBob. Okay, that was, my kids were growing up by the time he came out, I think. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, you're not promoting. You did make a Krusty Krab one time for my layout of SpongeBob. There you go. Good to know. All right. Okay. Can you get me my boxcar? If so, let me know. Price, Steeler fan says. You're missing a good show. Okay. Oh, I got a Nightbot on here that I put up, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. It's you're mistaken. Stop spamming symbols warning. Okay, so when there's excessive symbols on there, it kicks it out. So I got to put that, make it a little bit longer. So, okay. Too many symbols. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sparky's added too. Okay. All right. So the Nightbot and Sparky is at it. Okay. So what do we have next on the agenda? No, going with this right here. Train of thought. Okay. Usually open discussion. That's why it says open discussion down there. But train of thought is normally when we talk about anything that we want to do. But I got something new. I was sitting up late Friday night after watching Vinny's live stream, and I think I was watching something else after that, and it was around 11 o'clock, and I said, well, maybe I'll do a live stream or something like that. And I said, nah. So I thought, oh, look, so Sparky, it didn't it didn't delete yours. You got a lot of money. You got a lot of things in there. Nope, here we go. It comes up like that. Okay, it doesn't actually show them in there, but all your symbols are still in there. Okay, the mods, the Nightbot won't do another mod, so you're safe, Sparky. I think I got it set for, well, it won't do anything to another mod. Yeah, you can put up, I think, about 5 of them, and then it'll kick you out after that. I'll have to see what it is. I don't have it on this computer here. But anyway, I was up late Friday night, and I was looking for something to do. And I thought that I would create something. So here's what it is. Well, I started a Discord server, okay? I've been on Discord for I don't know how long. I'm a part of YouTube Creators and Stream Elements and Python and Mix It Up and DCCEX. That's the only ones I'm on. So I figured I'd do one of Tom's Trains and Things, Train of Thought. And here's the thing right there. And let me see if I can get a close-up of that. Right there. There you go. So I got a lot of good stuff on here, and this is a good place to hang out. And you'll notice that if you got any questions on there, you could ask questions. And we got a few experts on here already. So you got DCC DEX++. He was he was a guest the other night. And M. Steve Todd, who is the creator of Engine Driver. So if you got any questions about that, he is on there too. And so we got a place where you could ask questions, where you could introduce yourself. There you go. You could promote yourself. And this place is for members only. So if you're a member, you have special places where you can go where other people can't go. And then you got model railroad stuff on here where you could post stuff about your model railroad or anybody else's model railroad. And on here, say like this, you could put your streams in here and rail fanning stuff, and train shows and chats. And I like that little guy right there. Okay. And you could also do voice and video on here too. So, and we also got a members only voice and video on here. So, so this is pretty cool. I thought it would give me something to do and give other people something to do. You can go on there and talk to other model railroaders. And the biggest thing that I saw about it is, okay, let me destroy the microphone here. The biggest thing that I saw about it is it can put out notifications. So seeing that YouTube isn't putting out notifications, you can go on there and post. And as soon as I figure out how to get those notifications out to everybody, for us to do it, we'll be able to, oops, get that out of there. It got me connected. it had me connected to a call. Okay. So anyway, the notifications can go out. So I am going to put in a link here to the invite. Put that in the chat. And boom. And there's the invite for it. We got about 19 people in there already since like early Saturday morning. Okay, humanity, I just put it up there right before you did it. And for you that are members of Tom's Trains and Things, a train crew, superintendents, and executive producers, you have a special place to go there. But in order to be recognized and get a tag for YouTube member, I think you got to go. Let me get this thing back up here. That thing right there. Okay, let me get closer. All right, see, you go to this thing right here, this wheel right there. Okay, Humanity and PDRR just joined. Okay, so you go to this little wheel right here and go to Connections and click on YouTube, and you'll see that once you click on YouTube, it'll, give you a little red thing right here, and you could display it in your profile also, or you could display, whatever you have in here on your profile. So thank you, humanity. And see if you come up, boom, you go to profile and humanity, and he's on DCCEX and also on Stream Elements. So, and if you do that, then you will be able to, let me see if we got anybody online here. Okay, so Steeler Fan is on there, but you can see that Steeler Fan and where's Rick Bailey's right there. They're a different color. So when they come online, they'll be up here saying, that they're a part of this train crew. And you too, Scott. Okay. Humanity. Yes, you. Yes, you. And here, the connection. And this connection was a little hard to find from the phone app. I know the phone app doesn't show everything in there. That's why I have the app on my computer. And I guess you could also get it on your browser too. Okay, so special places. Yes, legal. That's a part of the thing right there for YouTube members. Actually the membership was long time ago. It was just put out recently to the regular YouTubers, but it was out for gamers for a couple of years now. Or Scott, tell them who Pilot in Control is. Okay, so, but anyway, it was out for gamers a long time before it was out for the rest of the thing, and that's how the membership started, and that's how the membership started in Discord. But it's brought on for you. I went to school for aviation, 9/11. You went to school for aviation? I went to Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics back in the mid-70s. All right. So, anyway, my Discord notifications are nonstop. I need to figure out how to silence that. I think there's a place in there where you could tell it which notifications that you want and which notifications that you do not want. Killed my career. Okay, I got to read this, get this up here closer so I can read this stuff here. It's a little bit hard to read on my laptop. Okay, so killed my career 3 months later, I got hired in the railroad. Halfway through Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, I got called back on the railroad. And just before I got my airframe, it was the power plant license. So I was just about to take the test for the power plant license, and I went back and they called me back to work, and they says, you got 7 days to get back here or we're taking you off the list. So I had to go back to work. So I never got a chance to finish all that stuff. Okay, so all of you that just signed in, if you are members on YouTube, go ahead and do your thing. And so you could get your little different color stuff up there. Go to this thing right here. Go to connections, boom, and then click on YouTube, and then it'll choose which one you want. And that one there, and since I'm already connected, it'll tell you allow and all that, blah, 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 blah. And since I'm already allowed, it'll give you that screen right there. And there you go. Oops, that's coming up later. Okay, so, but anyway, it'll look like this. And then once you're all set up, you'll get a little thing like this Nightbot. You'll get a little thing right next to you saying, okay, where do I have it? Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. Server settings, roles. See, it'll have train crew, superintendent, or executive producer, just like that, next to your name. So go ahead and do that, and then you'll be able to get into the other spots on there. Indian Head Valley Railroad. You're putting all those emojis up there, and it's not kicking you out. Oh, my goodness. What's wrong with that Nightbot? Okay. So now it's on Discord. We could coordinate our attacks. There you go. All right. That's a good deal. Okay. There you go. So thank you all for joining. Put the word out to join on here, and maybe we can get some conversations going, and maybe we can get some notifications out for all our videos and live streams. Because YouTube ain't doing it. I'll have to read some more on how to get that to work. But I just breezed over it because there were so many things to read on there. And thank you. Thank you very much. The Nightbot likes Wilmer. I think the Nightbot fell asleep there. I don't know. Okay, I might be signed up. Let me see. Crazy Joe, thank you. Sparky, Craig Rickson. APT Pupil, thank you. Thank you. PDRR, Humanity. Okay, so let me see what we got. Yeah, Humanity. See up here. Okay, let me put this back up here. Okay, see, Humanity is a different colors up there. He's under YouTube member. See, like right there. Okay. So Sparky, you could do that too. Pilot and Control, you could do that. Craig Rickson, you could do that. I'm not sure if it's you're able to do that on a cell phone. I hope you can, but not quite sure. But anyway, that's how it goes. Okay, thank you all very much for joining. I'll be putting more stuff on there as soon as I can. So that was my big announcement. And I like this little thing that I did here. And where did I put it? Right here. I like this. I enjoy making those little things. And then I made a little thing right down here just to match it. Where's it at? Right here. That does just about the same thing. There you go. And when I was talking about it, I forgot to put that in there. I wanted to put that in there. All right, Otis Tooley, how you doing? Good to see you here. Oh my goodness, Otis, you missed a big announcement. Go on Discord. Let me see if I could put this thing back up here. You could go on Discord. I just started a Discord server on there for model railroaders or rail fans or anything else about railroading or anything else you want to do. Okay. How often do you go to Pittsburgh? I go once a year to see my grandma and grandpa at Pittsburgh. So is that when you go to DJ? Is that the ones that live next to or close to DJ? I go there usually once a year. And I usually go to West Mifflin and Duquesne. That's where I grew up. It's right across the river from McKeesport. And if you ever heard of Kennywood, that's right there. I ended up going to up around Butler because that's where my sister lives. And the last time I did a bunch of rail fanning, and I still haven't put the video up for that yet. I got to put all those clips together. Okay, yeah, yes, DJ and my grandma and grandpa are like neighbors. That's good. I used to live up in that area. Well, a little bit, not in Jeanette, but in Greensburg. And let me see, who else is in Greensburg? They just had a train show in Greensburg. And I just found out that not Teespring, but the other one, the one that I use sometimes, Spreadshirt, the ones that make T-shirts and other thing else, is in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. So if you're looking for T-shirts and stuff like that, I've been using Spreadshirt that's where I got all mine made. In fact, I've got complaints out of Teespring. You know, I got them in the, like on the shelf over there. And if I didn't put it up you could also pin it in the chat, the Teespring stuff, but I didn't pin it up in the chat. But I got complaints from a couple of people that they was going to order the stuff, but the shipping was outrageous, so they didn't order the stuff. So that's the only bad thing about Teespring. But I guess no matter where you order from, it's going to cost. Zelianople. I remember that place. All right. Yeah, my sister lives right a couple of blocks from the Turnpike exit. Right around the corner from there. I can't manage my role because I am under a different name. Oh, okay. So you're okay. Never mind. All right. Your loss. You won't be able to get into those private places now. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, you're 20 minutes from everything. Okay, all right. Oh, my goodness, you worked in a walk-in freezer all day. At least you kept cool. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. So anyway, yeah, about once a year, I go up to Pennsylvania and just like to hang out there for a few days. One of these days, I'll get up to a train show or be up there at the same time they have a train show. I don't want to be a member of any club. That would have me as a member. Okay. Bill says, I bet that was a cold day. All right. I don't know what the temperature is up in West Virginia right now, but here in Florida, well, since whatever it was a tropical storm went across the bottom of Florida, it went this way, and it's going up the Gulf. And like Art said at the beginning, it's going to be hitting Louisiana and right around in that area on tomorrow sometimes. So I hope everybody's safe up that way. Put your boots on and head for high ground. I know when it was a long time ago, we just missed Gustav that went up the same way. And I was in Texas at the time, and it was heading over towards Houston and San Antonio, and that's where I was headed. And I decided to go the other way. Decided to go north. Well, Gustav made a change and started going north too. So by the time that I got over into Mississippi, I mean, we hit right in the beginning of it, and everybody from the coast was in the motels up there where we was on Interstate 20, and I can't remember the town that we stopped in, but there was one room left because all the locals from the Gulf went up and got hotel rooms up on Interstate 20 to ride out the storm. And the next morning, we figured, well, you know, there was just some bands of rain coming. And I'll tell you, we left and we hit the worst bands of rain that I have ever been in. I have never seen it rain so hard in all my life. So be safe tomorrow up there. It's going to be 44 degrees tonight. Oh, my goodness. I don't, that's the coldest part of winter here. Oh, later, Joel. Glad you could stop by. Sparky says, Steamtown Mall, October 4, Scranton, PA. Yeah, I wish they would have them down here. They had some train shows scheduled for October, and they canceled them, the big ones. Okay, but Regal Railways, they just had one this past weekend in Brookville. And like I said, that was too far north for us. But October 24th in St. Petersburg, Christ Lutheran Church, 3451. Let me put that there. Right there. And then in November, that is Thanksgiving weekend back in Pinellas Park, and then Dover in Hillsborough County, and then Inglewood. This is the closest one to us, Inglewood. That's only about maybe 65 miles away. That's the closest one for us. But we might go to this one next month. But I was looking forward to the one in Orlando. I think it's next weekend. Not this weekend, but maybe next weekend. But I think Art said that was canceled also. Okay. Who's Bernie's channel? Huh? Okay. Bernie Baltimore is hosting a train show October 4th in Scranton, Steamtown. Oh, okay. All right. Good deal. Randall Ellison, how you doing? Glad you can make it here. Okay. Scott says I could clear out a room after Taco Hell. Okay. If I was a cop, I would be right next door arresting the crackhead neighbors. There you go. Oh, my goodness. Okay. That Macy's Parade is going to virtual and limited live on TV. Oh, my goodness. A virtual Thanksgiving Day parade. Okay. Oops. It's a weekend at Bernie's channel. Okay. There you go. All right. So that was about the train show, and that was about that. And okay. So I got a thing coming up here. Somebody sent me a video. And where do I have it here? Okay, let me get back to the beginning. And this is from Steeler Fan. Now, he was talking about lighting last week when I think Jack asked about the lighting over here. Okay, so Randall Allison. Okay, let me do this first because here's a couple of places. Derry, PA is having their annual Railroad Days Festival this weekend. Okay, good to hear. Okay, and a little over 3 weeks away for the October display at West Plains. All right, so we got some activity going on. So that's a good deal. Dustin's N-Scale Railroad. I like that. I suppose I should call it a night and go actually talk with my wife. I should, but I won't. There you go. That's the ticket. You know, okay, now before I forget, remind me about the talk that I had with Debbie after I show this. Okay, mods, remember that, okay? Okay, so let me put this up here. And let me put a full screen over here. And this is from Steeler Fan. And this is his layout with all his lighting on it. See ya, Dave. He even got a dog barking. Dustin N-Scale Railroad. After watching this, I give up. Okay, thank you very much, Frank. Well, still a friend, that is really nice. I want a tech breakdown on that, all of that. Okay, so, and I noticed he had another one today, so, which was pretty cool. Let me put this one up here. Of a burning building. There you go. Oops, let's get that out of the way. Oh my goodness, that darn thing right there. We've still got some time left on there. Come on. But anyway, since it's being uncooperative, what the heck is this? Boom. Okay. Anyway, let me get back to this over here. That's Steeler Fan. And let me see. I almost thought that was my screen. Okay. Thank you very much, Frank. I really appreciate that. You do good work. And he sent me an email a couple of weeks ago trying to convince me that he was a beginner. And after seeing his layout, you know, about a month ago when I posted it on here, I says, no way, you're a beginner. Okay. Now, Dave, BNSF, he has to remind the mods to remind me. Yes, very talented. Okay, thank you. And Jim McCann, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Wheel on the screen keeps turning. Naked crowd in the street. Okay, learned all that from your channel and others. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. That guy knows everything. Okay, he's got Steeler fans link up there for his channel. Go subscribe to Steeler fan. I think he needs it. Okay, let me see how many he's got. Give him some love and subscribe and hit that like button. Let me get all the way down to my S's. PQR, R. There's a lot of R's in here. You know that? My goodness. S, A, B, C, D, S, T, S, T, S, L, S, O, S, P, U, R, S, T, Streamline, Backstop, Streamlabs. Where'd he go? Okay, Steeler fan. There he goes. Where is it? Okay, I lost it. Okay, here it is. So he's got 23 subs right now. Okay, get him up to more subs than 23 because he does some good work there. And that'll give him the incentive to put up more videos like that because you do good work. Don't sell yourself short there, Frank, because you do some good stuff there. All right, so what else do we got here? Okay. Okay, thank you, Nathan DeLay, for joining. Okay, here we go. We got Nathan DeLay, MSI Hunter, and RF Struss. Okay. Thank you very much. So we got, how many we got in here? We got about, let me see, we got over 30 people in there already. So thank you very much for joining. We'll get that thing going and going and going. So, now, what's next? Is it? No, it's not time for rant yet. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about if you are not monetized on YouTube, but previously, before all that stuff, when they changed all the rules on there, you had already applied for it, but weren't monetized yet. You probably got an email this past week. Let me see if I could find mine. And that one is there. Okay. Boom. Because I got a couple of, okay, yeah, here we go. I got this one for my boring family videos. Okay, if you got a letter that looked like this email is to notify you that you'll need to accept YouTube Partner Program terms again once your channel is eligible. Okay, blah, 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 blah. What that means is nothing. Okay, they just put that out there that they changed some of the rules, so whenever you do get eligible with your 1,000 hours and 240 hours, is it 240 hours of video or watch time, then you have to reapply. If you applied before and you weren't eligible, you didn't have the 1,000 subscribers before, you'll have to reapply because those old applications are no longer good. That's all that thing right there says. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so what was the chat with Debbie? Okay, now let me get to the chat with Debbie. Okay, now we had a late lunch today, and she was talking about, she says, Why do guys always build their model railroads? They get it the way that they like it, and then they tear it apart and start over. They do a section of it or tear apart their entire railroad. Why do they do that? She says, I don't understand. What's the point? And I says, because it's not good enough. You find something that you don't like. I mean, this section over here, I think I tore apart about 4 times. I mean, I had it completed maybe about 3 years ago, and I had another level up on top of here. I had 3 levels over here, and I tore that out, and I just said, the hell with it. I started over again, and I did a little bit more, and I tore that part out, and I'm right here. So why do we do that? Huh? Heath, do you have an answer for that? Okay, Heath said 400 hours times 60. Okay, so that's 240, 2,400. Yeah, okay, whatever. You got it. There you go. Always, there you go, Jack, always approving that. That's what I said. You always got to have, you don't like what you got, or you see something and it says, I could do better than that, or, that just isn't right. The trains aren't running right, or that just doesn't look right, or that doesn't look level. So you got to tear it all out and start over again. But did your wives or girlfriends or significant others all ever ask you that? Yeah. There you go. Because scenery has to change or it gets boring, or you have a different season, so you got to change the scenery for that. Okay, Dustin says, I sat and completed ripping all my track up last night. I was getting peeved with it. I don't know how many times I ripped up track. I've ripped up a bunch of track over here and did it over about 10 times. It's not a destination, it's a journey. Yeah, there you go. Jim McCann, okay, the destination is not always the point, it's the journey. There you go. Everybody's got the same idea there. It's the journey. Okay. All right. Why do women ask us to find something where they know where it is and we don't? Just to get on our nerves, I guess. I don't know. Debbie does that to me. Okay. New improvements, just like the real world. Yeah, tear down the old stuff. Okay, I got to redo this city over here because and pretty soon, if you put the fast clock on, I mean, this stuff is going to be all tenements in about another 6 months, so we're going to have to rip it out and put up new buildings back here. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah! My Destructoid. Stop spamming caps warning. Okay. All right. So I got I got with excessive caps in there too. I might have to rethink that Nightbot thing. I wanted to test it out, and so Nightbot doesn't like Jack. There you go. Too many caps on there. So, but it let Wilmer go with all those emojis on there. There you go. Actually thought of tearing that all up, but decided to buy and scale train to start an end scale train to start another. Oh, don't go to the dark side there. Oh no. Nightbot sobered up. Okay. Time flies when you're model railroading. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Nightbot needs to meet RoboCop. Or what do they got on? I got another one. If Me 6. I think that's only on Discord though. But Pilot in command says 30. Where's everyone at? They're offline. Okay. I'm just reading the stuff on there. Okay, so holy cow, it's already after 9 o'clock. Okay. Got me for emojis. I'm going to have to change that. I don't have it on this computer here. I have it on my other computer. So I'm going to have to change that Nightbot thing. Scold that guy. Bill says, come to the dark side. We have cookies. All right. Dustin's and Scale. Thank you for stopping by. All right. We'll see you later. Yeah. John says, we have Doritos. There you go. Doritos. Okay. So let me get that out of the way. 9. Bye, Dustin. The light side has pie. There you go. Howdy, guys. RDA and Scale. How you doing? Glad you could stop by. If you haven't seen, if you haven't heard yet, started a Discord server, and here's the link to it. And you can go check it out and join. Okay, Jack says, hey, always remember, for experience tearing it down too many times give you no excuses to complain about layouts that look better. It's your layout, your money, spend it. There you go. All right. That's the right attitude. It's your money, spend it. Okay. So I don't know how many times I tore out some of this stuff over here. And just like Raybo Bell on his thing the other day was saying about the GT Flex Track, I think I may have a piece of it left over. I don't know, one of these Flex Tracks back here is the GT, and he was having trouble with that. Okay. We did 5 minutes on train to meet the YouTube requirements. We even say a video. There you go. Just do go broke. Okay, yeah, go broke. Buy everything you can. All right. And Humanity says, what are trains? Oh, my goodness. You know what? And I forgot to put this little thing up there. Boom. Right there. Okay. That's why mine is in the shape it is in, looking for ideas. Oh, yeah, and speaking of ideas, where are the mods tonight reminding me of the module cam? And you could see that I put another building over there next to Ghibli Furniture and then moved out the Flex Track out of the way because I'm starting to make room so I could put down the cork roadbed for the layout. And you can't see it on here, but off to the right, just about where the camera is sitting, is I'm going to add a little triangle shape where the L is, so I could curve a track over and run it behind the television. Don't tell Debbie. it's going to it's going to go behind the television, and then I'm going to have a drop down thing for access. And then along the far wall, I'm just going to put a 1 foot wide over top of the couch all the way down to the slider. I don't know if you can see the slider, but you can see where the curtains are down there. But on the opposite wall, and then come across again and make a big circle around the room. Hey, Mark from M&M Rails, how you doing? I'm just showing what I'm going to do on the module. Okay. So there you go. There's the module cam. Hey, Georgia Sunbelt Anthony. Hey, show's almost, you're just in time for the flogging. I said the second half of the show is flogging tonight. So we're carrying on the flogging idea from live stream to live stream. So tonight it's my turn on the second half of the show. My last show was over 2 hours long, so this may be about halfway about it. And yeah, and Tom mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. Okay, guys, I enjoy all this immensely, but for a while can't buy no choo-choos. Had to get my mama a new washer to clean the clothes. Remember this, guys, mom come first. There you go. Mom comes first. Yes, she does. Okay. But as soon as you got some money, so buy some choo-choos there. Okay. All right. I usually don't get time to mess with my trains very much lately since my job involves real trains. You know, I worked on a railroad and I like taking pictures all the time, and I had a good camera, but I never took any pictures when I worked at the railroad. And they would have been some really good pictures too of, around Pittsburgh. Hey, Otis has got a good one here. You have to remove buildings when the spotter starts making spider webs that will stop your train in time to clean up your layout. Yeah, that's pretty bad when you have a spider web going across and it stops your train. That means you haven't been cleaning it very long. Okay. Okay. Boop. Okay, when the spiders build big enough webs, it can stop a no-gate train from lying out. There you go. Okay. That's a big spider web if it stops an O-gauge train. All right. Spiders are cool on the front of a loco when you come out of a train. There you go. All right. So, are we talking about spider webs now? Okay. All right. We'll show some footage of Mom's new washer, a 2 minutes video, then it's all trained. Okay, there you go. We'll watch 2 minutes of the going around. Or do you have one of these kinds, or do you have one of these kinds here with a top loader, or you got a side loader that goes? The side loaders are bigger because they're better because they got a window in there and you can see the stuff going around and around, just like in a dryer. Sometimes, we have a closet, a big closet that is our laundry room in the bathroom. And sometimes I sit there on the toilet and I'm bored and I just watch the washer. TMI. Okay. All right. TMI. Okay. Stink bugs can do real trains. Okay. There you go. Does it spin the opposite direction down in Australia? I thought washers spin in 2 directions. At least the commercial ones do. Round top. Okay, round top. Round up. Okay. Okay. M&M rails 218267. Oops. So, how many numbers are in your lottery? 218267. What's the fourth number? I'm buying lottery tomorrow, right? And I need some numbers. So, does it have a Powerball or anything like that? Do 16. That's a good one. Donald McPherson, thanks for stopping by. Tom, enjoy all you do for us. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I'm blushing. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'm hearing that BNSF is going to put the switch back in at DRS in West Plains, Missouri. Why DRS had them to remove in the first place baffles me. It baffles me too. Why? Okay, let's have a contest. Let's have a contest and give Mark that fourth number. So go. Let me go. All right. Did I see Maddie in there? How you doing, Maddie? My granddaughter. Okay. She changed her name again on there. No more Bake Away with Maddie. It's just Maddie. How you doing, Maddie? Good to see you. How's that virtual school going? You started it, when, last week? All right. Kids in school in Florida, they're already in school. They started in August, the last week in August. And the charter schools started 2 weeks before that. So good to see you, Maddie. Tell your mom and sisters I said hi. All right. Thanks for stopping by tonight. What time is it? Is it past your bedtime? Oh, you're 15 now. You could stay up late. Okay. And you don't have to get up early. Do you have a schedule where you have to go to classes on the computer, or can you just log in and do it at any time? It seems like that would be the best way to do it, just log in at any time. So the big question is, when are you all coming down to Florida to see us? Laundry is still up by 2. Okay, Rick Bailey says, still waiting on the cheesecake, Maddie. Okay. Maddie deleted all her videos that she had on there because she says they weren't good enough for her. So she's going to start over at some point. I hope it's soon, because I like your videos, Maddie. You should start back up. And when you come down here, I'll give you a hand with that. What goes around, what goes in circles, the laundry or Tom stream in the bathroom? I did a video from the bathroom one time on my other channel. Jack says he's not going to bed. Okay. So do we have enough, Mark, do you have enough numbers there for your lottery? Did you pick a good one? Oh, there you go. That's our fourth number, 218267. And what's the fourth? Oh, I got to move the camera. 175. Those are my Culver's numbers. Okay. DRS is what the company is referred to. The switch was removed by the previous owner of the company, but still. Okay. And Dave says, that's why I still have Nintendo DS. Oh, my goody. There you go. Maddie, send your videos to Ramsey. Yeah, you could go on that the kids, but you're a little bit older than the ones that they got. They got 9-year-olds on that one show that he has. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. Okay. John wants to know what he wins. A half-eaten donut. Oh my goodness. Does that mean he gets part of the whole too? So if you have a half-eaten donut and you have a hole on the half-eaten donut, how big is the hole? Or how do you have a hole in a half? That's a math question there. Last Culver's number, Tom, 175, right there, 175. Okay. I had more of them, but I threw them out. Okay. Scott says he'll take the donuts. Okay. Okay, so what do we have next? So you figured out you got your number there, Mark? Okay, got your number for your lottery, and okay. I can beat that, Dave. I still have a PS2 and a Super Nintendo. Oh my goodness. Question, can you do 3 tortoise machines on one switch decoder? Is it a way to do that? Yes, you can. In fact, I have a couple of I have some crossovers. 2 switches on one output on the DS64, and you could stack as many as you want on there. I'm not sure what you have on there. What are you using on there? I'm not sure how much the DS64 can handle, but it says it could easily handle 2 of them. But the tortoise switch machines aren't, they don't pull that much current. So you could probably put 3 or even 4 on one output. Please show me a video, please. Okay, I'll have to make a video, but I got to think if I made one or not, or showed that. But anyway, all you have to do is, boom, your 2 wires off the tortoise and the 2 wires off the other tortoise, put them together, and then put it to whatever your decoder, and that would make them go at the same time. If you want to do a third one, put the third one on the same ones, and they'll all move at the same time. But I'll do a video if that's what you need. Okay. Raybo Bell. Yes, a flogging. Have you been lurking in the background, or did you just sneak in the screen door in the back? Oh my goodness. Artia, also Wii, OS2, Xbox, and a couple of Game Boys. Oh my goodness. I got an old Windows 98 computer back there that still works. I used it at work and put Windows 2000 Professional on there for work. Okay, 10 milliamps. So that's not very much. And I'm not sure what the DS64. Jack, did you say in here what you're using on yours? Are you using Digitrax? But anyway, you could also use Arduino. I got a video on Arduino that I just put out not too long ago, within the last month. Okay, so here's Maddie's answer. Yeah, we start at 8:30 and have class until 3, but have breaks sooner or later. I will start up again. Hi, everyone. We might come down around Thanksgiving. Got to see what school is going to do first. All right, Thanksgiving. Good deal. That means we got to cook. Or you got to cook. We'll have you cook. How about that? There you go. All right. So you still have to go on a schedule. Well, okay. That's not too bad. So how do they know you're there? So can't you just, put your laptop on and sign in and then, go do whatever you need to do? Don't tell your mom I said that. Shh. I didn't say that. Okay. Would that be good for a crossover? Yes. In fact, I have a couple of crossovers wired up like that. I have I have two tortoise switch machines, one on each of the turnouts, hooked up to the same output on the DS64. Okay, Otis. That's either a top loader, my front loader washing machine. Okay. Uh-oh. Z Fantasy Trains. She's a teacher. We take attendance. Maddie's mom's a teacher also, so she's probably right behind her. Okay, Randall, here we go. Here's that switch again. We also mentioned the switch was taken out before the company became DRS. It was known as Systems and Electronics at the time. It's a complicated story. Randall, some days you're going to have to tell us that complicated story about systems and electronics and DRS. We'll listen. Scott says, Maddie, so does my son. He goes one day to school and home the next. I don't know why they're not letting them go to school, because they're going to school down here in Florida. Okay. Maddie got to cook. Yes, she does. Maddie got to cook. She got to make some good pastries. Okay. Oh, you have to have your camera on. Okay, so I'm not going to say it. Go up go up and get one of the cardboard cutouts at the ballpark and put it in front. Oh, don't listen to me. I'm a bad influence. The computers can be anywhere. Attendance doesn't matter as much. Just as long as you got a signal, you could be in school. That's the way to be in school. Okay. Yeah, I better only talk about trains for now, or Mr. Tom will put me in the naughty chair. No, Sparky will. I won't. Sparky might do that, or the Nightbot might do that. High school here only got 2 days. Yeah, they started the last week in August here, but they didn't start any sports, before that like they normally do over the summer. And my daughter is a coach, and she usually works over the summer. Maddie, did she do any work over the summer? They didn't have any summer activities or summer camps for any of the sports? Holy cow, put in 2 12-hour days already. So you put 2 12-hour days in one day. That makes a whole day. Okay. Here in St. Mary's, Maryland, they're starting seniors and freshmen in school on the 2 days a week. All right. Maddie's in Anne Arundel County. So right now we're online, but might do half and half later. I hope that half and half later is after Thanksgiving, so you can come down here. Had no sports camps. Man, that's terrible. What did you do all summer? Huh? What did you and McKenna do all summer with no lacrosse or field hockey or nothing, huh? Did you play out in the streets? I tried to put you in timeout earlier. YouTube said I can't put the host in timeout or the stream would end. Uh-oh. Well, thank goodness for that. Oh, one on Saturday and one today. Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. I don't even remember. Okay. Neither do I. Bored all day and on discards. So the real school question is, do they log on to from their room uphill in the snow, both directions? Yeah, we used to go to school in our bare feet, walk to school in our bare feet a mile in the wintertime. Yeah, you don't want to miss the flogging. There you go. Okay, it is 9:32 already. Time flies when we're having fun. And you know what I didn't do? Let me see. I only have one thing left. And we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get this one up here. Say, is Canada getting snow yet? My ex-neighbor told Debbie that it's getting pretty cold, but no snow yet. Sparky doesn't want to hear anything about snow. Oh, here we go. My parents and grandparents say the same thing. Yeah, in the wintertime, barefoot, walked a mile and a half up and down the hills to school, went to school, and came back a mile and a half in the snow. The snow was even worse. Yeah, my daughter sent me a text the other day with a picture. I can't remember what day it was, maybe last Monday or something like that. She said, yeah, I think it was on a Monday. It was like in the 90s. No, Monday and Tuesday was in the 90s. And like Wednesday, it went down to the high 30s. They had freezing rain. And she showed, and right before the freezing rain, there was a fire that was about 60 miles away and it left ash all over the cars. And then they had the freezing rain right after that. Okay. Craig says we got snow already in Wyoming, but it's all melted now. Good that's the kind of snow that I like. Melted snow. All right. Okay. You may have heard of the M1000 trailer, which is one of the things DRS builds. It's a really cool trailer. Okay, Randall, there we go. We got another update there. Okay. Okay, we got down in the 30s and it did snow in western Kansas. Out in Colorado, it was even worse. Okay. I have white stuff in my beard that is not melting. Weird. There you go. It must be too cold in your house, huh? There you go. It was Saturday 101, Sunday 101, Monday 36 in Colorado. There you go. That's probably what it was on Monday. Ice. I only want to see that in a drink. There you go. M&M, so do I. Yeah, see all that white stuff right there? Okay. I think a lot of people got that white stuff in their beards. Still getting into the upper 80s here. Well, before we had the tropical storm come across on Saturday, I think the first part of it hit us Saturday at 11:30. That's when we was heading out the house, and that's when it started raining, and it rained all the way through Sunday night and into Monday morning. So, but right before that, it was in the low 90s. And then during the rain, it went down to about 77. We had a real cold spell there. Haven't seen the sun in 10 days. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. Tell your mom I said hi. Can't wait to see you all around Thanksgiving. All right, good deal. When Eminem Rails was doing the numbers thing, I thought he was going to go with 21, 67, 82, and some other number. You know, it didn't dawn on me when I was reading that thing. And when I read it, the numbers right here are right above where I read it. And I didn't even catch on. There you go. Went to school in an ice storm just over a mile. Got there, they canceled class. Had to go back home. There you go. When I was living in Maryland, it was real early that we had a snow. I can't remember when it was, but I was running a service truck at the time. And they wanted me to go over to Fairfax, not Fairfax, somewhere over in Virginia. Had to go to the Marriott Hotel to work on some of their equipment there. And I told them, I'm never going to make it. Have you looked outside? It's snowing. So I started going around the Beltway in the morning, and I stopped around Silver Springs and stopped at the 7-Eleven, got me a big gulp, and then kept on going around. By the time I got to the Marriott, they were sending everybody home, and they said, "What are you doing here? There's a blizzard out there." And so I started going back, and I got back over the top of the Beltway to Silver Springs again, and got around about 5 miles further to where the 95 split is, and you start going down south, and came to a dead stop. And we sat there while it snowed for 8 hours because there was two trucks that got stuck in the snow on what exit was that? The Greenbelt exit. And traffic didn't go anywhere. And we sat there for 8 hours until they got it cleared out. And by the time we came around onto Route 50, and that's before they had all the overpasses done and everything else, got out to Bowie, and there was no snow at all. It was raining. So we had about 8 inches of snow in there in the DC area, but 10 miles east of there, they didn't get any snow at all, and it was just rain. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But that's Dave. Blame Dave on that. Okay, he made me think about that story right there. Got a bunch of rain the other day, and the next day I had ducks in my yard, and those damn Canadian geese, Sparky, your pets came to my house. There you go. Why is there not an open season on Canadian geese? No one likes them. Yeah, right. Why isn't there an open season on blue heron? When I lived in Maryland, that was a state bird, and I had a pond in my backyard with koi in it, and they'd always come down and get my koi out of the pond. I ended up getting an alligator head, but the alligator head didn't scare them away. I guess they didn't know what an alligator was. even I had a duck land on it one time. Actual true story. I was drenched. Okay. Mine's a true story too. Canadian geese are supposedly endangered. Yeah, if you shoot them. 104 minutes and I'm late to the show. You're never late to the show. Who goes an hour? I never go an hour. Sparky says, stop giving them a place to swim. I never go an hour. How you doing, Chuck? That's the Beltway in the winter. And this was back before they put in the extra lanes and everything. Back then, that was only 3 lanes, and that's before they did the intersection at Route 50 and before they widened Route 50. Night, folks. See you, Ray. You got to go back to bed. Thanks for stopping by. Next time, get feeder goldfish for the pond. Yeah, I got some little goldfish like that, but I got some of the fancy ones, with the fantails on them, and they grew really big. And I bought koi. They were only that big when I bought them, but they ended up growing to about. It kept on. Well, they was about that big. I'm not going to tell a fish story here. They weren't that big. They were just about that big. Hey, good night, Maddie. Thanks for stopping by. I really enjoyed it. And can't wait to see you in November. And don't be late for school now. Okay. All right. Okay. That could happen. Was working on a layout and lost track of time. There you go. All right. Everybody's saying good night to Maddie. Okay. Good night, Maddie. I really miss my grandchildren. How's Mount Weaver? Oh, my goodness. They would gather around my parents' campsite in Ohio. Those dang geese would stop there and poop everywhere. They aren't birds. They are flying pigs. Oh, we was driving down the road the other day, and this lady had a little Cocker Spaniel, and she had a poop bag in her hand. I mean, there must have been about that much poop in it. I mean, I guess that dog didn't poop in a whole week. I told Debbie, I said, holy moly, look at that thing. That dog hasn't pooped in a week. I mean, she had a big old bag, and it was, she's walking around. You can see it swinging back and forth. That had a lot of poop in there. Oh, geez. Never mind. That just came to mind. Sky rats, pigeons. There you go. I had a neighbor when I was growing up. He raised pigeons, and all day long you'd see, about 30 pigeons going around and around and around and around, and then they'd land. And then later on, they'd do the same thing, go around and around and around. Okay. So, anyway, did somebody say rant? Okay, everybody set the stage for the rant today on the pre-show, talking about the United States Postal Service. And boy, oh my goodness, they are a mess. I'll put this one in the queue for after the rant. Hey, you never know. But anyway, everybody was talking about how bad the United States Postal Service is. And I'll tell you what, they are really bad. Years ago, when I lived in Bonita Springs, I lived in an apartment complex before I bought this place here. And I was still going to the VA and getting my medicine through VA, and I was getting a lot of controlled substances back then, that the good stuff that makes you feel good. And my mailman, which was a male woman. Now, wait a minute. Can you call her a male woman? Letter carrier. There you go. Female carrier. She thought I was somebody else because there was somebody else that looked like me. Now, what has that got to do with me looking like somebody else that moved? But they got their medicine in the mail too from the VA. My address is on there and his address is on there. Well, she forwarded my stuff. I didn't even get it. And she said, I got a little card in the mailbox and says, your stuff was forwarded. And I said, hey, that's my medicine. So I called them up and they said, we can't do anything about it. I said, well, that's a controlled substance. How am I going to get, a refill on it? So I had to call the VA and they says, well, get a hold of the Postmaster General. So I had to call, I had to write a letter to the Postmaster General in Bonita, give it to them. I had to take it to them, show it to them. And they said, well, they'll write a thing that, and they wrote a letter back saying that, we lost this stuff. And I had to forward it to the VA before they would give me some more of my medicine. And then it took over 6 weeks for them to find it. It went from Bonita Springs to Fort Myers. Okay, that's about maybe 12 miles. Okay, it went to Fort Myers in the distribution center, and it took them 6 weeks to find it and finally send it to me. That's the Postal Service for you. Ain't no good. And that was the first time. And they did it a second time, too. It wasn't a controlled substance that time, but they did the same thing. They lost it. They didn't forward it this time. They just lost it, and they couldn't find it and never did find it. And just some time ago, I got a delivery from Amazon, and Amazon starts, go so far and put it in the mail, and they'll do that with UPS too. The UPS will go so far, and then they'll hand it off to the post office, and the post office will deliver it. Oh, I bought a little thingy for my action cam, and they said it was going to be here the next day, and then we lost it. So I had to reorder it. And I told you the story about the fudge before too, okay? They sent some fudge and put it in the wrong box and giving me a key for it. And so I opened up mine and I had somebody else's mail, and I went to that person and they went to their box and they had somebody else's mail and they gave it to them. But the person that had my fudge gave it to me over a month later. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's the USPS RANT. Yeah, good thing I didn't need my medicine. I needed my medicine, but once I got all that stuff straightened out with the letters, they finally sent me some more. But I had to go to Fort Myers. I had to go to Fort Myers to pick up the medicine. Okay. And probably, it was circulating around in the USPS depot there. Yeah, letter carrier. There you go. It was circulating around in there, and they couldn't find it. And it's got the barcode on it and everything. How could you lose something like that? Yeah. Yeah, government can't do anything right. That's for sure. I was a contractor that worked for the government at Walter Reed Army Medical Center for about 13 years. And boy, did they mess things up every day. If you need drugs, just go to Miami. There you go. Or Jacksonville. Okay. Yeah, Miami's a little bit closer. Jacksonville's a little bit, that's way up north. That's way. Outdated, you still took them down. No wonder you shout out videos to me was a bit off your rocker loopy. You was high as a kite. Well, that's when I was in a hospital. That was some different drugs there. But those were better drugs than the ones that I got from the VA. Would that be called a fudge of Packer? There you go. At least they didn't eat the fudge. Yeah, but they gave it to me a month later. I just threw it right in the trash. People were taking your drugs. They probably knew that I was getting hydrocodone at the time. Okay. I'll put that in the queue. If I have to mail stuff to Missouri, the mail actually goes to Little Rock, Arkansas, and then travels north to Missouri because the mail isn't sorted at the local post office anymore. That's the same way when I lived in Maryland. We lived in Arnold, which is right outside of Annapolis. So if I wanted to mail something to somebody in Annapolis that was actually the opposite direct, because they have right now they have a different zip code, but it used to be all the same zip code, 21401, but they changed the zip code to Cape St. Clair. So that's where we used to live. But if I mailed something from Arnold to Cape St. Clair, or even inside of Arnold, it would go to it would go to Baltimore first, and then come back and then get delivered. Efficiency. What the hell do you call that? The happy pills. There you go. Hey, Charles Greason. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. Had a good time. Finally got a decoder was sent to me over 2 months ago that the Postal Service lost. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was watching something that was in Vermont. They went to New Hampshire, then back to Vermont. Then I think it went over Milwaukee. I said that before. And then it finally came down this way. Outdated logistics. Yeah, there you go. They don't know what they're doing. So that's that for the post office. And for the HOA, I don't know what's going on with them people. But I do know that the one guy that's the president, he had 5 units here, and he's selling them, most of them off. I think by the end of this year, he's only going to have 1 unit left. And I can't tell you who's buying those because I talked to the person that is buying them, but they used to be one of the HOA presidents. Is it any wonder that the post office loses money? They've been losing money for decades. My goodness. Yeah, there you go. We can put someone on the moon, but can't seem to deliver a package. That's for sure. I used to get insurance payments for some company. Couldn't understand why. Did you cash them? Now my packages are held up on the other side of the state because all of the fires we have here in Oregon. So how close are the fires to you? I heard they were pretty bad. I heard somebody was setting some fires up over there. HOA strikes again. Yeah, there they go. I think the HOA might be getting better when that person comes back. Because they sold their unit. They used to live up north, but come down here. But there was the HOA president. My address was listed as a payment service center. Hey, you should have said, hey, you were late with your payments. You need to send more checks. Steelers gonna win. Sorry, Heath. Who cares anymore? Closest fire is 100 miles away. All right. Well, hopefully it doesn't come any closer. Yeah, Steven said, well, that's why I haven't seen the sun in 19 days. Yeah, they were showing some photos about in San Francisco where, you know, the night sky was all lit up and looked orange. Reminded me of Doritos. That's 10 days. Okay, 10 days now. Okay. So, do I have any more rants? I had the Postal Service, the HOA. Do I have anything? I can't rant about the doctor because he actually came on time today. Debbie's appointment was 3:15, and right at 3:15, he logged in. And we were shocked. We were actually shocked that he was there on time. Yeah, football. What is that? I ain't watching any more football. I used to be a Steeler fan, but not anymore. There you go. If you guys want, I'll start doing scenery, how-to videos. There you go. You can do any kind of videos you want. Do videos about your scenery, about how you did the lighting and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, the only sports that I'll watch is my grandkids' sports. Okay, Chasco is leaving. And Bill says, night guys got to go to bed. And it is almost 10 o'clock. All right. My goodness. This has been another 2-hour stream. They need a heavy rain. Yeah. Well, it has been a good night. Thank you. They need a heavy rain. Okay. Thanks, Steve, for stopping by. Those fires are sad. Microtrains had some pictures there in Talent. Oh, wow. I gripe of the cold weather, but I'd hate to have to run from a fire. That's for sure. I always hate to see fires. They come down here every once in a while, but not that often. My train of thought has derailed. Let me get a good shot of this here. My train of thought has derailed, and there were no survivors. I got that at the train museum the other day. Florida Railroad Museum. There you go. Yeah, it's flogging time. Where's Heath? I haven't heard him. Did Heath fall asleep? My goodness. Rick is still working on his bridge. Okay, you got them. You got the verticals on there yet? Micro rails. Says night all. Okay, you must have been lurking in there. I didn't see you before. Okay. Everybody's been lurking. I guess Heath fell asleep. We're getting ready for the flogging, and the flogger left. Oh, my goodness. Heath is hiding. Oh, my goodness. The flogger has left. Okay. Okay, here's a thing that I put in the queue from Randall from back when I was starting my rant. Usually for me, when I get called to take a crew to Memphis, Tennessee, the worst part of the trip is the stretch from Mammoth Spring, Arkansas to Black Rock, Arkansas. Twisty, narrow road with only a few 3-lane spots. Oh, my goodness. And here's another one. Got a story, bought 2 engine. An NCT bar cabinet was supposed to come to me in my city of Hutch, come Cockeysville, Maryland, MB Klein. The package got to my city, then went 150 miles on west. Oh, crap. So you're up around Cockeysville, or... Oh, you're in Hutch. Okay. Cockeysville. That's where MB Klein is. I stopped up there the last time I was When was that? Last year? Yeah, I was up there last year. So, that place was hard to find. It was back in a little warehousey type complex. And I guess that was right before they closed it up. They still had the store there where they have the warehouse. But now, I heard back in October they closed it up. Hey, there's humanity. He got scared away. Oh, my goodness. Did you have to take your dog out? Actually helping out another YouTuber. Oh, you're not paying attention here? Oh, my goodness. And we had to wing it all that time, and we didn't know the answer to anything. Oh, crap. Oh, wait a minute. Be careful. Last time I worked on my wife, 9 months later, my daughter was born. Oh. All right. Another thing that's happening is they are going to tear out the bridge that crosses the north end of the yard at Thayer, Missouri, replacing it with a new one. So, Randall, where exactly is Thayer? Is this in the southern part of Missouri? Oh, Hutch, Kansas. Okay. Hutch. Okay. Is that anywhere near Junction City? Cocky, South Carolina. They got a Cocky, South Carolina? Where is Hutch? Yeah. Hutch, Kansas. Okay. I never heard of it. I've been to Kansas City, I've been to Junction City, and I've been, where else have I been? That's about the only two places I've been in Kansas. Oh, I've been into Corey, Kansas, too. Is it Corey? Oh, no. West part of it. Hey, Will Kling. Been really busy. Okay. Just bought Elegoo Mars Pro resin printer. Hope you are doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing? You got a resin printer. Oh, my goodness. You're going to have to show us what you're doing with that thing. All right. Good to hear. I'm glad you stopped by. We're getting ready to wind this down. We was waiting for Heath to come back so he could start the flogging. And he was hiding for a while. Which college has Cocky the Rooster as a mascot? They got that as a... Okay, Schuylkill River Valley. Good night. Oh, and here's Sadie. Let me get Sadie over here in the picture. Come here, puppy. Did you miss me, huh? There she goes. Did you miss me, puppy? Huh? Yeah, there's Sadie. Huh? Yeah, look at that, huh? Yeah. Nice puppy, huh? Yeah. Do you have to go potty now, huh? Yeah? Is that why Mommy brought you over here? Huh? Is that why Mommy brought you over here, huh? Ooh, she's kissing my nose, huh? Oh. There's Sadie, huh? Wave hi, Sadie. Say, hello. Okay. All right. That's Sadie. We got to take her back to the doctor. When does she go?
The 24th.
The 24th, we got to take her back to the doctor again. So. Okay. There is the southeastern part of Missouri near the border of Arkansas. It's about 35 minutes south of West Plains. Okay. Good to know. Okay. I was in Springfield and I was in Rolla and I was in Fort Lost in the Woods. And where else was I? And what's the city that's all the way on the southern west tip There's an interstate that runs from Springfield all the way down there. We went down to a Goodwill down there, Goodwill service center down there. Okay. Oops, missed that one. Guys, my great brothers in model railroading, it has been a slice of good words and fun to listen and visit with you all. And everyone, if you haven't caught the beginning of this and you want to go into the Discord, there is that right there, the link for the Discord server. Oh, you don't live too far from Wichita, Kansas. We used to call it Wichita. Yeah, I remember going through there between Wichita and Junction City, and they got some exits there to go onto dirt roads. Hey, I see Grandpa Rails joined, and Chesco joined, and KO Star 269 joined. So if you haven't joined yet, join on to that Discord server, and we're going to have some stuff on there. And somebody put some new videos and streams on there. Craig Rickson, I made it. Pilot and control, welcome. Okay, I will give this a shot. Dustin's N-Scale Railroad. And don't shoot it too hard. There you go. All right. So, Caboose 121, how you doing? Yeah, the Discord is pretty awesome. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Caboose. I think Caboose was the very first one to join. Oops, hit the wrong thing there. Yeah, Caboose was the very first one to join. Like early Saturday morning. He was up late. Flogger, not the flog. There you go. There you go. Heath said the flogging will be starting in the Discord server in 22 minutes. There you go. So that will be at 10:30. All right. Scott says, humanity, you need a break. Okay. If you've been to Springfield, just look for the signs for Cabot, Missouri. You should have no problem getting there. Well, it's been a while since I've been in Springfield. It's it was in the 1900. We're in the 20s right now. It was 1990 something. I was working on a proposal with my boss and a guy from Junction City. We was in Springfield, and that's when I had my heart attack. So it had to be 1997, because I was staying at Jim's mother's house, or mother-in-law's house, because they just put her in a hospital, and he didn't have any room at the house because her twin daughters were back from college. And so Bill went to the hotel, and I went to the mother-in-law's house. And when he was driving me past the Cox North, I says, you better pull in that emergency room, because I was having a heart attack right there. And luckily, he was right by the emergency room. He pulled right in. I lucked out there. Okay. What is Discord server? Okay, that's this thing right here. Let me get a close-up of it. That's a place where you can go and hang out. Something other than in YouTube. Humanity says, hello, Tom. I have intro myself again. Pilot in control. No way. There you go. But anyway, there's this, you could sign up here, and there's a lot of different categories where you could talk about model railroading. You talk about rail fanning. You could talk about train shows and stuff like that. You could even chat. See down here, you could have voice. You could have chat and video conversations on there also. It's just something other than YouTube, and just a place to go and hang out when there's nothing going on in YouTube. And I did this Friday night because there was nothing going on YouTube. Okay, so does that answer your question there? Okay. That's when I graduated high school. Oh my goodness. Are you telling me that I'm old? Or you're just a youngster? Okay. The roads are way better now that they were then, driving highways and away to West Plains. There you go. Okay, that's where if you can visit Hutch sometime, guys, check out the Underground Salt Museum or the Cosmosphere. Take care, guys. See y'all. Okay, yeah, my son went there a couple of years ago. He's a what is he? He works for Volvo, and every 2 years he's a wholesale parts manager at Annapolis Volvo, and every 2 years he goes to different parts for things. And that couple of years ago they went to Las Vegas, so he makes a nice vacation out of it. So they drove, and he stopped at those salt mines and got a little lot of video and pictures from there, and also. What else was there? Big Desert, too, that he stopped at. Yeah. There's always something going on somewhere. You just have to find out where that is. What is he? Now, there, that's funny. Yeah, I couldn't remember what his title was. He's the wholesale parts manager. Annapolis Volvo, Subaru, and I think they got Hyundai now. He's been working there for about a long time. 14, 15 years. There you go. Okay, gotcha. If you want to, go and sign up for it. Okay, good night, Grandpa Rails. All right. It's about, what I got to do here. I'll put this down here. Put some music on here. And what's that mean? Flog or not to flog? And it just, okay, there you go. Did I miss anything? There's a second half about to start. Well, I think you said in 22 minutes, and it's probably about 16 minutes now that the flogging is starting on the Discord server. So let me make this official. Okay. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Put the music back on right here. There we go. Let me see where we're at in the music list. Hillbilly Diner. Well, let's go back up the mountain. Okay. Well, it was fun, guys. We got an hour or 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think this might have been the longest one now. And like I said, one of these days we're going to do an all-nighter. We get some guests on here lined up to come in here, and we could do about an hour for each guest, and they could take over while I take a nap or something. Yeah, there you go. All right. Oops. Never going back again, I swear. Okay, it was a fun show tonight, Tom. It was great chatting with everybody. Good night and take care. And I'll be on the Discord server in a little bit as soon as I finish up right here. Okay. Yeah, I started 5 minutes early, didn't I, huh? Yeah, we started before time. How long do you talk to yourself? I could probably talk to myself all night. Sometimes when I talk to Debbie, I think I'm talking to myself because she doesn't listen to me half the time. There you go, an old Jerry Lewis style marathon. But wait a minute. Frankie Yankovic and the Yanks. They've been quiet all night. Okay. Hey, Otis, you just got home. Oh, my goodness. And we're getting to wrap this thing up. If you haven't signed up for the Discord server, go ahead and go on there and sign up. Let me throw this thing up here one more time so to see if we can get any more people on there, because we're going to do some Heath is going to do some flogging on the Discord server tonight. Okay. Do we got anything else going on over in here? Okay, Caboose 121 put his YouTube channel on Discord server. You can put your YouTube channel on there. You can put videos on there if you want to. You can put anything you want to on there. So give it a try. Yeah, John 2618. Thank you for joining. I see that. Okay. We got John, we got Coaster 269, we got Chasco, Grandpa Rails, Wash. Okay, let me just show it to you. Let me get up here close. Okay, here's the people we just got on tonight. Wabash Banks, Frost Toss, Miss Hunter, Nathan DeLay, Crazy Joe, Sparky, Craig Rickson, Apt Pupil. Okay, PDRR, Humanity, Phila, Elks. All these names, my goodness. And Josh Rader. So this started right here when the show started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We got 15 from the show tonight. So thank you all for joining the Discord server. Thank you all for the super chats and super stickers. Thank you all for stopping by. I had a good time tonight. And it's 20 after 10. Disorderly discording discords. There you go. You got it. All right. Somebody got to get the Billy Idol song Dancing with Myself, you know, since we're talking to ourselves. Hey, we're good at that, talking to ourselves. How about that? Okay. Going to eat a cold supper. I'll try to use the microwave and heat it up. That's a good idea right there. Go heat it up in the microwave. Go nuke it for a couple of minutes. And we'll see how that tastes. You know, they got to make something faster than the microwave, because we get these Marie Colander chicken pot pies, and they take 6 minutes. And we sit there, oh, when's it going to get done? 6 minutes is too long. We need something about to go, boof, and it's done. Oh, it can't wait that long anymore. Why hasn't somebody made something easier than microwave? The microwaves came out in late 70s when they had the radar range, and nobody has made anything better than that since that time? Come on, people! Yeah! Okay, I got my pumpkin pie and coffee and ready for a flogging. All right, so let me see where we at. I gotta end this on a good song here. Where's that one song that I want to end up on? It's down there away, so I'm going to have to skip to it after this one right here. But anyway, that's called Nuclear, bad for your health. Oh no. That's the only way to do it. That's a good way to get it done. Okay, we got another one. GSB, Georgia Sunbelt. Thank you, Anthony, for joining. There you go. All right. So we're going to do some flogging. Get ready. He's the flogger. It's almost time. We got 9 minutes to go before it's flogging time. Okay. So let's get to this last song here, and we'll call it a night. Where is that? Okay, here we go. Wish that I could stay. Okay. I think he says he's ready. And let me refresh this thing here because, okay, there we go. My chat froze up. Randall, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Time for ice cream and a flog. There you go. Come on. Okay, there we go. I can put this up there now. Time for ice cream and a flog. Okay, now, if you are a member, you've seen the video about how to do this on here. But if you're not a member, let me pull this thing up here. Okay. When you're doing a stream, you start it out, enable auto start. You click that so it turns like this. Enable auto stop so it goes like that. But even though that you have enable auto stop on there, this thing still shows up. And when you stop your stream from your streaming software, you still have to click this right here. So go figure. Okay. So thank you everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay, this thing is supposed to show viewer activity. For the super chats and everything else, but it doesn't show up on here. So that doesn't look good. Okay, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done so already, because there's only 36 likes in there. So thank you all for stopping by. We're going to end this thing in a few seconds here. Appreciate everybody for the super chats and super stickers. Thank you for joining Discord. And if you're going to head on over to Discord, I'll be over there in a few minutes. All right. Good night.